I think we can all agree that food prices are so expensive, and many people, millions and millions of Americans, have to put these expenses on a credit card. And let me know. All you gotta do is hit that like button. But are you using credit cards in order to make purchases? If you are, go ahead and hit that like button. Now, today we're gonna talk about SNAP benefits. We're gonna talk about some updates, give you a little bit of an update regarding what's going on within Congress as far as SNAP is concerned. We're gonna talk about a $1,000 rebate for seniors, and also gonna talk about $900 payments from the IRS. So make sure you stick around for this entire video. Also, feel free to share this video with your friends and family over on Facebook so they too know what is going on. So let's get started. First off, we're going to go through a bunch of different articles. Here's one of them. Once again, SNAP is a political football and Americans suffer from it. What does this mean? Well, I will just explain what's in the article. What's in this article is they're talking about lawmakers and how the GOP is trying to increase or put more work requirements on SNAP benefits, which would actually lower the amount for certain individuals. This is very problematic because not only are we seeing SNAP benefits attacked earlier on this year, we're seeing them attacked now. And this is something that millions and millions of Americans cannot afford to have happen, because even when they lost that $95 additional boost, that supplemental allotment, this meant more families were having to buy things that were either close to the expiration date because they were cheaper, they had to buy from discount stores, or they had to ration food, which obviously rationing food is not something that you want to do. But look at this. Like I just said, SNAP users adapt to buying less and trading down after extra pandemic boost ends. Now this is something that we've seen for quite some time. What I can tell you though is right now, this is something that is going to get even worse. And the reason why it's going to get even worse is because costs keep on increasing, not just for food, but for everything. And I want to tell you a story really quick, because I was actually cleaning out one of my cars and I was going through this receipt. And in this receipt, it had milk, bread, I think there was cereal, some vegetables, some meat. Anyway, this was from, I believe, 2 years ago. This receipt, it said it was only like $44, $45, something like that, okay? In the mid 40s. I looked at another receipt, and this was from probably a month or two ago. Again, I'm not great at cleaning out my car anyway, but this was from like a month or two ago. And this receipt had almost the exact same stuff on it. The only thing that was missing that was included was a candy bar. That was it. Everything else was pretty much the same. Except for the vegetables. I think a couple years ago, I think I got like 1.5 pounds. A couple months ago, I think I got like almost 2 pounds. That was the only difference. You know what the difference in price was? The one was like $44, $45. The one from a couple months ago was $87. $87. Yeah, for almost the exact same stuff, just a 2-year difference. Yeah, it's getting crazy. But I want to talk about what other states are doing, because here's the thing, and I've told you this before. Right now, what we are seeing is states have some additional money. The cities, the counties, the states, they all have additional money, which means they can actually send you a little bit more of a relief payment. Well, look at this. It says Massachusetts pandemic EBT food benefits extended through this summer. That's actually really big. The reason why this is really big, we need additional benefits. There are certain households, there are certain areas of the country that are experiencing, their food insecure. And there's not much we can do about it other than bring costs down, increase benefits. That's about it. So the fact that Massachusetts is doing something like this is big, okay? Another one, this is something I think is amazing because I use this myself, is my family and I, a lot of times we don't go to the grocery store. We just don't, just because I hate going to the grocery store. I absolutely hate it. It's almost a waste of time. But I understand that it's something that we have to do. So one of the things that we do is we get our groceries delivered. Get them just delivered to our house. Now, Kroger is now accepting EBT payments on grocery deliveries. How great is that? Okay, that's actually pretty big right there. And I say this because now, let's say you are a senior, you just are busy, maybe you're working, right, or you're taking care of your kids. Well, if you need to use EBT, you can use it for grocery deliveries, not just going to the store. Okay, so that's actually pretty big right there. Now, I want to show you something else. Look at this. It says, those supplemental nutrition assistance programs, SNAP, formerly called food stamps, are buying 12% fewer groceries than a year ago. Remember how I just said it went from like $45 to almost $90, $87, right? It's gone up. It's buying 12% fewer groceries than a year ago. And the share of people who said their benefits now last 2 weeks instead of 1 month, it rose by 58% in April from 58% from 41 back in September. This is actually from about 1,250 respondents. That's actually shocking. That's scary that so many people are now seeing that their food is lasting less. Okay, their money cannot go as far. Again, this is a problem because of inflation and the decrease of SNAP benefits. Now, this is something else I want to address. Not really having to do with SNAP benefits per se, but this is actually pretty big because, again, I've been talking about this before, that if we start to see more states send out additional stimulus or additional relief, this is good news because this means people can actually use that money to potentially go and buy more food. Well, look at this. It says Governor Shapiro highlights budget proposal to expand the property tax / rent rebate program at opening of the Salem Adult Citizens Center in Montgomery County. Okay, this was just from May 15th, which was 4 days ago. It says Governor Shapiro's plan raises the maximum rebate for seniors from $650 to $1,000, increases the income cap to $45,000 a year, and makes 175,000 more Pennsylvanians eligible for the program. Again, this is what I'm talking about. Okay, just stuff like this. Because the good news is, this stuff is there. The money's there. They're now starting to use it because guess why? The American people are starting to struggle even more, and the states are starting to realize it. They understand the federal government isn't going to come out and help. If anything, we are actually going to see the federal government help less, which is going to hurt even more people. But, got some more good news. There's some money that you could potentially be getting from the IRS. Look at this. It says IRS might owe you $900, but time is running out to claim your money. Well, how would they owe us $900? Well, it says right here. The IRS wants to pay you money, and the agency is going to great lengths to get the word out. If you qualify, you might get $900 or more, but you only have a couple months left to claim your money. Here's the reason why. It says last month, the IRS announced that nearly 1.5 million people have unclaimed refunds for tax year 2019 and estimated the total at $1.5 billion, which means the average refund or median refund is $893. Now, obviously, to qualify for the refund, you need to submit your 2019 return by July 17th, 2023. So again, there's still money there. This is actually coming from the IRS, so that's good news. Now, the last thing I just want to say is I understand people are struggling. I understand the concern of rising costs for food, utilities, gas, right? I understand that. One of the things that I'm planning on doing is trying to help more people. And one of the ways I'm going to do that is not only show you where there is some stimulus and where there's additional relief that you could go and get, but also explain how you can start a very simple business, whether it's selling stuff on eBay or Facebook or Craigslist. Right now, what we are going through and what we will experience over the next probably 6 to 12 months, we're going to experience people are going to be selling things that they don't want or don't need. This could be cars, this could be tools, this could be vacations, right? Timeshares. I have talked to many people, and this happened back in, I think it was like 2009. I had a friend that he was selling a timeshare. Okay, he just couldn't afford it. But he sold this thing. He pretty much gave it away to another person, and they had to pay the whatever it was per month. Well, they end up selling it. They end up selling it and making thousands and thousands of dollars a few years later simply by holding on to this. Now, I'm not saying you need to buy a timeshare, but what I'm saying is there are so many different ideas and ways to make money, and I want to show you what some of these are. So that's what I plan on doing. At the end of some of my videos, I'm going to put in some additional content where I will show you and walk you through the process of how you can make some money. Put a little bit extra money in your pocket, because again, for a lot of people, even if they can make an extra $300 per month, that's big. That's enough to pay a car payment. That's enough to put food on the table for the entire month. That's enough to stay current on your rent or your utilities. So I want to start doing that. And if you like that idea, please do me a favor, go ahead and hit that like button on this video. Also, you can comment in the comment section below and let me know, yes, teach me. Okay? All you got to write is yes, teach me. So that's what I have for you guys today. Thank you guys for watching. Consider subscribing, and I'll see you guys on the next one.